come now to the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. We had two judges today. Mrs. Jane Barrow did the dogs and Mrs. Anne Horan did the bitches. Between them they had a joint entry of 203, and the number they chose as best of breed was the dog 521. There's little doubt that toy spaniels were known in European court circles as early as the 15th century, particularly in countries such as Italy, France, Holland, Spain. And these charming little dogs we now call the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel will be immortalized in many early paintings, walls and tapestry. In the 1990s, Cavaliers regularly topped the toy group entries at general championship shows.
On the table now, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. This is the most popular of the toy dogs in the UK, and it had a huge entry at Crufts. The breed was divided into dogs and bitches, and the dog judge was Diana McLean, and the bitch judge was Mick Horan. There were 176 dogs and 189 bitches, making a total entry of 365. So 365 to beat, and the winner was number 492, which was the dog. The Cavalier comes in 4 colors. The blend that you see in front of you, which is possibly the most popular color. The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. The other colors which you might see in the ring are a tricolor, a ruby, and a black and tan. It's the biggest dog in the toy group. And now on the table, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. We had 2 judges for this breed. They are so popular. The first was Mr. K. Berry for the dogs, and Mr. B. Ricks for the bitches. This is the most popular of the toy dogs, and it rates 6th overall in the most popular dog list. It also comes in the top 10 popularity-wise, both in the Netherlands, Sweden, and in Norway. Don't mix it with the King Charles Spaniel. This is the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. We sometimes have peculiar names of colours in the world of dogs, and this particular colour is called Blenheim. The breed comes in 4 colours: the Blenheim, as you see in front of you, the tricolor, the ruby, and the black and tan. The breed has won Best Breed at Crufts. My memory serves me right, 1972.
On the table now, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Going to the 2 sections, Mr. Donaldson, judge the bitches, 236. In that section, Mrs. Ingalls, judge the dogs, 135 entered in that section. Total entry of 421, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Two judges, Mr. Donaldson, Mrs. Ingalls, chose this one, 11,739, a dog, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. overall, the most favourite dogs of the United Kingdom. Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Now we'll take a look at the Cavalier King Charles. This is a champion wondrous entertainer, a 4-year-old dog called Morgan. Alex Bebb is handling, and he owns as well. This has had a reserve best in show in Bournemouth, 29cc, it's a big winner. This is very much a family dog, sleeps on the owner's bed, top winning dog of the breed twice.
Yes, I saw him win the breed today, and he's in great form. That wonderful Blenheim coat. This is the most popular colour in the Cavalier. The rich chestnut and white, silky in texture, those wonderful dark eyes, level top line there, and striding out well. We can see why he is a top winner. 413 of these in competition today.
Yeah, and that takes some beating, all of those dogs, but look at that, happy little dog.
Entries in the toy group, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. The entry is so large that there are 2 judges, one for males, the dogs, Mrs. Emmy Newton, and for the bitches, Mrs. T.M. Jackson. They selected this 3-year-old male as their best breed, and his exhibit number is 464. The origins of the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel go back several centuries. It was only in the 1928 that the breed was separated from the slightly smaller, short-nosed King Charles. Despite not receiving Kennel Club status until 1944, by 1970 the King Charles Spaniel found itself among the top 10 most popular breeds. Simple pleasures. The best of breed Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, exhibit number 464. Now we have breed.
The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. The breed had 2 judges today. Dogs, Mr. B. Townsend, and for bitches, Mrs. E.M.J. Tweddle. Total overall entry of 409 from 377 dogs. They jointly decide on best of breed the dog 6248. The origins of the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel go back several centuries, but it was only in 1928 that the breed was separated from the slightly smaller, shorter-nosed King Charles. Despite not receiving Kennel Club status till 1944, by 1970 the King Charles Spaniel found itself among the top 10 most popular breeds. A happy dog with simple pleasures, a long country walk, meandering around the shops or sitting beside you in front of the fire. Good with children, a devoted companion, absolutely non-aggressive and easy to care for. The dog exhibits 6248.
On to what must be just about one of the most popular breeds. This is the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. There were 156 dogs and 198 bitches shown at Crufts today. This one came through though, champion Loranca's Sherry Bay. Sherry's 2 years old, and in fact they were judged by Ellis Hume, but Anne Horan had to referee the decision between the dog and the bitch and chose this dog.
Yes, I'd better explain that there were 2 judges, 156 Cavalier dogs here today and 198 Cavalier bitches. 2 judges, best dog sent forward, best bitch sent forward, and the 2 judges couldn't agree. So in cases like that, the group judges brought in, and she chose this very nice Tricolor bitch.
Bred and owned by Lorraine Hughes, who's handling in the ring tonight and winning their 4th CC today. What do you think?
Fabulous. It's nice to see a Tricolor winning. We often see the Blenheims, the chestnut and whites winning. Beautiful top line, cobby and compact, which is just as the breed should be. Beautiful flat coat, in great form. I like that very much.
Now we have the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, the most popular of the breeds shown in the toy group. 330 entered this year. This one, Baskerville Phoenix, a 3-year-old dog. He was bred by Michael Levy and Mark Sedgwick, who also own him with Kevin Klein, I think it is. They come from Essex.
The origins of this breed, a little bit hazy. It goes back several centuries, not securing Kennel Club status until 1944, and having been separated as a breed from the King Charles Spaniel. By the 1970s, this breed was the top registered, in the top 20 of British registrations, and continues to have a big entry at shows.
Beautiful clear Blenheim colour, this, the red and white, and there's a lovely profile of the head there. Nice little wagging tail, one of the most popular in the group, and deservedly so. They make such wonderful pets.
Larger than the cat.
Miltree Constellation is a 3-year-old Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, owned and bred by Peter and Ruta Taus, handled by Peter in the ring this evening. 10 cc's, winning best of breed at Crufts, a huge achievement, and look at that soft melting expression. No wonder these are one of the most popular dogs in the toy group.
Despite now being the most popular numerically in this group, the Cavalier did not actually secure Kennel Club status.
A proper toy spaniel. This is a strong little dog. Profuse coat. This a Blenheim with that wonderful rich red and white. Of course, they can come in ruby or black and tan as well, equally striking. Lovely skull shape, framed by those long ears. Very important in the breed. But when you see this dog move, strong and balanced. Lovely tail carriage there, waving that plume of a tail. Easy gait. This is a lovely understated performance.
And this dog beat 347 others today. That's some achievement.
The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. This breed, as usual, had the highest entry in the toy group. There were a total of
Next on the table, the Cavalier King Charles. This is Bailey, a 3-year-old dog, owned by Michael Levy and Mark Sedgwick and Kevin Klein from Blackmore in Essex. Handled by... I can't see who's handling. Arm is the name in the ring, but I don't know what that means. I've just got some writing here that I can understand. Michael Levy and Mark Sedgwick, though, were the breeders.
And this beautiful dog has triumphed over 334 Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. Popular because of their lovely, gentle nature. The head on this breed is so characteristic, that lovely gentle expression. This one a beautiful Blenheim with that lovely red and white. Long silky coat, a slight wave allowed to it. Free moving and elegant. Such a balanced breed.
And I see a note here that says, what does your dog enjoy when it's not?
Now in the correct place now, this is the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. This is an American champion, Brentwood Chloe at Forest Creek, 2 years old. Belongs to Levi, Sedgwick and Klein and Harrison. Obviously come from the USA to compete. Bred by Ginger Harrison in Texas. Actually, I think it's owned in this country, but was an American champion before coming here.
Yes, just come over to this country. One of the Royal Spaniels.
This colour's called Blenheim, isn't it?
Yes, and it takes its name because they were very popular. King Charles II had a lot of these, and Blenheim Palace is where they used to run around. One of the Royal Spaniels, very popular in his court, and hugely popular now as a family pet.
They have such a kind, sweet nature. You can see it in the expression.
Large, dark eyes, important in the breed. And here is the first of the Royal Spaniels, the Cavalier King Spaniel. This one's a Blenheim, the most popular colour, this rich chestnut and white. The breed comes from the time of Charles I and Charles II, who developed them and had them in their royal court. He gets Blenheim from the Blenheim Palace, where he was very popular. Now this one has come from America. He's bred in Germany, I believe, but he's been campaigned in America and very successful. They should have a broad, fairly flat skull, lovely level top line. They really are a sporting spaniel in miniature. I said that many of the toy breeds are miniaturized versions, and here we have a sporting spaniel in miniature.
And he's a very young dog. This one just 22 months. Dreamer, he's called. So that's the Cavalier King Charles.
His large dark eyes.
Now, this Cavalier King Charles Spaniel has come all the way from the United States, Iowa to be precise, to compete here at Crufts. Such a popular toy breed. Active, graceful, friendly, with such a gentle expression. This coat's called Blenheim, where you've got that lovely rich red and white, but they also come in ruby, which is all red, black and tan, or tricolour. Melting expression, lovely large eyes, and a broad skull that should have that graceful dome to it.
This is one of the Royal Spaniels developed in the court of Charles I, the Cavalier King. He had a lot of them running around his houses and palaces. This one takes its name from Blenheim Palace, actually. I've just taken a little fright, full of alertness.
That's better. Here, up comes the tail, much happier now we're on the move.
And topped an entry of 370 Cavaliers here today. 2 judges, one for dogs, one for bitches. They agreed that this one should be best of breed.
And justifiably one of the most popular of the toy breeds, because they make such marvellous companions, these little dogs.
That's number 427, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
The first of the Chihuahua varieties that are to 3 judges was a total of 300.
One of the Royal Spaniels, this champion Castlewitch rave on with Rusmick, 2.5 years old, known as Ronnie at home. The toy spaniels can be traced back to the 16th century. They were such popular companion animals, active, graceful, friendly, that gentle expression terribly important. And with Cavaliers, the skull should be almost flat between those ears that are quite high set.
This one, a Blenheim, which is the rich chestnut and white, and it won the Best Male Award under me myself today, and Zena's already seen it because the 2 judges didn't agree for best of breed, and Zena came in and chose the dog. However, he's gone a little bit tired now in the big ring atmosphere, which is a great shame. It sometimes happens. The dog's had a long day. Lovely picture, compact, lovely top line, and large dark eyes.
Lovely steady movement there.
He's a beautiful mover. Now the first of the Royal Spaniels. It's the Cavalier King Charles, and this is another breed bred down from sporting spaniels in the 16th and 17th centuries, and popular in the court of Charles I and Charles II. This one a Blenheim colour, this rich chestnut and white.
In the early 1900s, the breed had lost its way, confused with its cousin, the King Charles, or the Senator.
They also come in ruby, which is a solid red, and absolutely gorgeous tricolour and black and tan. This is Crazy, 2.5 years old, who's come all the way from Poland to compete. A German club world winner and best in show at multiple club shows in Germany. So really nice to see some different bloodlines coming to compete at Crufts and doing so well.
And all of the colours had their own names in the early days. The Duke of Marlborough developed this colour, the Blenheim from Blenheim Palace. The Duke of Norfolk developed the black and tan. The ruby was the last of the colours to come into the Cavalier.
This is the long